You went back to iPhone, right?
What happened?
Yo.
Yeah. You can hear me?
Yeah, I said you went back to you got to switch back to iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna switch back. I'm gonna keep my LG, but I might get one of the newer old ones.
Or like the 11 or some shit.
Yeah, probably. Shit, even the 10.
Yeah, why
Or
not?
X.
Okay. What episode is this? 56? Yeah, 56. Alright. Welcome to episode 56, people of Ningen Bros. We back. I'm your host, Dilbert Taicho, aka the Sage of Six Spectacles, aka Young Garo, aka Nico Kaiba, your other podcast is the third rate, aka Sucio Senpai, aka Shug Naito. Don't make me hold you by your collar and drop you off the nearest balcony in Tokyo, aka aka the Alpha Senpai, aka the artist formerly known as Moral World, but my world has exploded and now I'm in pieces, destined to float away into space dust endlessly.
Or that might change depending on what happens.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, I think nothing more is going, but
Yeah, more is gone, but his powers might still
yeah, remain.
remain. And what's good, y'all? It's your boy, your other co-host, Young Finbar Calamitous, aka the epitome of a real man, never showing these games or these hoes any true commitment, aka Nicomaru the Black Shikamaru, aka Lazy Genius, aka I was about to say Negro Kaiba,
The other Nigo Kaiba.
aka damn, I forget about aka the Dali Akma. Let me guide you on this spiritual enlightenment journey of anime and manga games and all that good stuff in between. AKA Akim, aka I Krishna, curly hair god, French poodles, aka Six Senpai, aka Young Ukitake, but I ain't coughing up no blood, thank God, aka Omega Senpai, aka or BKA the legendary perv himself, Young Roshi. What's good? Ladies, I will screenshot your pictures and save your pictures from Facebook and Instagram on my phone. Just letting y'all know.
Oh yeah,
Even though I
you forgot about your new AKA Perv Gandhi.
BKA also perv guy. Yes, yes, yes. Forgot perv
Can't
Gotti.
forget that one.
CEO and founder of instead of murder inks, pervert inks. Pervert ink records.
Right.
What's good, y'all? Back episode 56. Had to wear the dress because I had a stick. In the words of Young Thug, pause. So,
So what to talk about? What to talk about? Ain't nothing happening. We just talk about like anime and manga stuff. Um, well, real quick, we can get this out the way. They're starting to air reruns for Dragon Ball Super in Japan, and there's like a new website out, but it has no information currently. So that might be a good sign of future content coming possibly in the future, considering that they're re-airing the episodes.
yeah, that's why. That's some people just outright saying, "Oh, that means it's coming back for a new episode." We don't know that. I mean, that might ultimately, wind up being true, but for now, it's just
Yeah, that's true. They probably get the hype up to get people prepared.
Yeah, hopefully.
Oh man. And yo, remember it's the Negro Solstice today. Do your powers like develop, my nigga, or you still a normal person?
I mean, for the most part, I'm still normal, but I think my my perviness from perverted levels have increased to god of destruction like levels of power. So
You got observation hockey, but for like perverted shit.
mhm. Even when chicks post Instagram stories and pics with their clothes on, I can actually see underneath the clothes. So like, yeah, it's almost got the Byakuya on almost like that's crazy. What about you? You feel any different?
Nah, I feel normal, but something is compelling me to wear a tie. I don't know why. I might have some OP reserves of strength like Nanami from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Fuck it. You got the urge to put on some glasses again too,
Where
even though you're on mute.
I'm gonna come back looking like fucking Wade from Kim Possible, but with glasses on. That being said, we can jump into these manga chapters. Which one you want to talk about first?
Yeah, I say, would you like to start, my friend?
Well, since Dragon Ball Z and Boruto, well, Dragon Ball Super and Boruto, I should say, came out, we can talk about those last and get all the other stuff out the way because that wasn't that important, but it was. But then it was really.
I mean, some people might disagree.
I mean, we got like little bits of substantial information like these past couple chapters.
Start with Black Clover.
Yeah, start with Black Clover. Alright, so last time we left off.
Last time on Ningen.
Dragon, Black Clover, Dragon Z. Asta and his friends have intercepted the Spade Kingdom in covert mode.
Niggas use the cloak of invisibility from
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
It's pretty much what they did.
I'm about to say their Black Clover is pretty much Harry Potter.
Yeah. No.
Witches and shit flying on brooms.
Black Clover is fairy tale with actual consequences.
Yeah. It's somewhat consequences.
Yeah. Because
not too many.
Because there was no end goal for fairy tale. It was just a group of niggas who happened to be strong going through stuff.
Isn't that any manga or animation?
No, but at least like there's a clear direction of where the story is headed because the main character always had a goal.
That's probably true for like Attack on Titan or some shit like that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was like Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, Black Clover, My Hero. Like all the main characters have a clear goal in mind. Who's the real main character of Fairy Tail? Lucy.
She do the impossible. Urza is impossible.
Word.
Fucking on.
You know, Urza had the most bullshit fights ever.
Yeah, because Natsu didn't have no goal. What was his goal?
To be in Fairy Tail with his friends, and to stop anybody from preventing that. Gray wanted to destroy END and avenge the Master, but then he realized at the end he didn't have to do all that.
Oh, Lucy, that's right. Great. Actually, had a goal. Yeah, Lucy just wanted to join Fairy Tail.
Lucy was a cloud chaser because she used Fairy Tail to help her sell a book.
That's what she was doing, writing the book.
Yeah, she wanted to be a renowned author.
That is some clout chaser shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the status of this guild
to get some notoriety for myself.
So I could be J.K. Rowling.
Even though I come from a rich family, but I ran away.
Or
Lucy was a cloud chaser. That's funny. So anyway, but anywho, Black Clover. So it starts off with Xenon facing off with Yuno and Langris. And Xenon's surprised to see them alive because he thought he killed everybody. But then immediately Yuno tries to attack him because he feels like he has a good grasp of Xenon's abilities and all that.
well, he did. Lingors wasn't there, right? Because he
Yeah,
said like,
he's like away.
yeah,
Yeah, the language is all like, yeah, I heard you like did a number on like the guild, not the guild, the Golden Dawn when he was away, and he wants like revenge pretty much. But essentially, they brought language there to counteract Xenon's like natural magic he had, because he has spatial magic also.
you could say that they had nothing but space and opportunity. Cha-ching.
Ha ha ha! You gotta do the rich person laugh.
Gotta show your teeth too, like Joe Budden.
Oh, even he got the new teeth.
Mm-hmm. That's just too funny. Rory.
Yeah, that was a nasty laugh. Yeah. But what happened?
But yeah, so you know, Langris facing off against Xenon.
Hmm. So then Xenon's compliment to Langris, because Langris is pretty much like nullifying his spatial abilities, and he even said that if he didn't exist, then Langris would be the strongest ultimate spatial mage.
Which is high praise, I guess.
Yeah, but then
I mean, it's
Langris took
not.
it as him talking down on him. So
Yeah,
then he did some Jujutsu Kaisen like barrier expansion.
yeah, he did like he in his own type shit. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He did his own. Yeah, but that's exactly what I thought about too. The fucking,
Yeah. I'm like, yo, am I reading? I'm like, yo, am I reading the right thing?
what's that shit called? It's not territories, is
Yeah,
it?
domain expansion.
Domain expansion. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. I did a domain expansion with
Like
fucking.
all magic was nullified in this space that he created.
Yeah, so he was. I guess his space ability was just covering the entire zone, so anything that tried to throw at him.
And he was saying that it was impossible if you use any other type of magic in there. And what you call it? So then after he does this, calls out his celestial spirit Bell, and they he do his little spirit drive transformation. But then he pulls out a new form called Spirit of Boreas. And then all of a sudden, the man is flooded inside the space. And then Xenon's having a little villain monologue talking about, oh my god, how can he do this?
It's crazy because Xenon, he's surprised, but he don't be looking like it's like it really be no shock on his face.
Yeah.
It's just like a blank expression still.
Yeah.
But he be talking with it'd be exclamation points at the end of the sentence.
And then Yuno's all like, yeah, I'm gonna be the man who's gonna be the Wizard King. And then what happened? Yeah, so then Yuno's like, yeah, oh, you said we're not gonna be able to make you move from this spot. Then he disappeared right in front of him. And in that same moment, Xenon realizes that Yuno's beloved by Mana, which is a trait that all the elves had, because remember he's a reincarnation of Leek's child.
What you talking about?
Remember the elves? They said, remember all the elves are beloved by Mana,
Oh yeah.
and that's why they had all these OP abilities that they had a hard time dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And they pretty much said that how Yuno's the reincarnation of Leek's child that got killed.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
No, I missed that.
So so on top of that, he's also the prince of the Spade Kingdom, the true prince of the Spade Kingdom, and he's a reincarnation of an elf. So he got that.
Prince. I'm the prince of all Spade Kingdom.
Vegeta. with less character development. So then, yeah, he does some attack, and like it looks like he blasted a hole in Xenon, but it just looked like a little like black vortex scratch on his stomach. And then that's how the chapter ends.
I'm saying that's where the chapter ends.
Yeah, so
it's not done.
Yeah, but do you think this is gonna be enough to stop Xenon?
I don't know, cause he still got his
demon form.
Demon
His
form.
devil form. Cause he didn't even use it when he fought all of them, right?
No, I don't think so. Now he did say something in the chapter about, and with the devil's abilities, like I guess he used some kind of power that's from the devil. Was that him doing his little mana zone fancy shit?
Yeah, I mean, but usually they do that. They say that they're using like their devil power and whatever percentage they about to use.
Yeah. It's something in the chapter. I think it was during that point he said something. He was like, and with the devil's power. And I think that's when he used the little zone expansion shit. I can't remember. He said he did say something about the power.
Let me see. Let me go back.
But normally you see, like, you might get that black shadowy figure on him or some shit. So they might have transformed him. He still hasn't transformed.
Yeah. Like he holding back like something serious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then that's how Black Clover ended. Now, when do you think Asa gonna show up though? Cause
he gonna be fashionably late like all heroes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just when they think it's all gonna be over, he gonna show up.
Mm-hmm. He gonna save somebody like how Goku came, save Gohan being stomped on by Nappa, the Nimbus Cloud.
And Raccoon.
You're right.
Nah, Raccoon fucked Gohan up though. Like Gohan was almost dead. He even had no color in his eyes.
Yeah, his pupils disappeared.
When Gohan was dreaming he was like in school somewhere.
He had a dream of the future. He was a scholar and shit.
Right? No, that'd be crazy. Like the whole future arc from Trunks' timeline is just like a figment of Gohan's imagination.
It's not real.
Yeah. But anyway, what you want to talk about next? One Piece.
I was about to say he's still in the coma room. Raccoon knocked him out.
Yeah, that's why in this future, like his father's not there because his father wasn't there during the battle.
Everything that happened from Dragon Ball Z to Super, it's just coma.
That's what they're saying about Boruto. the way it's being written, that deep down, all this is just like a genjutsu that they in because Madara actually won.
Imagine.
Yeah. Nah, I'd be mad as shit, yo. It's been so many years since this fucking show ended.
Right. So that'd be like a big ass twist though, like end of the series, like Madara actually won. He's just sitting there.
Yeah, maybe this is Kishimoto's way of buying time because he said he made Kaguya because he didn't know how to make Naruto and Sasuke beat Madara or something like to that effect.
They could have beat him the same way. Well, pretty much him trying to seal them, I guess.
But yeah, I know that's not true though. But could they establish too many things for it to be just like a dream?
Well, Boruto's still dreaming. He thought he woke up that first time. He had the dream up in the first chapter, the first couple phases, when he fight Kawaki. You know how like you wake up in your dream, but you still dreaming. You was dreaming in your dream.
I have a theory. I have a slight theory about that, but I'll get to that when we start talking about it.
My hero.
Yeah, my hero. Because
so we left off.
Midori's legs are broken, but that's not
his arms look broken too.
Word.
That nigga had the chicken noodle arms when he sat up.
Yeah, yeah, word.
I looked at that shit like 3 times. I was watching some YouTuber talking. They was like, what do you think? I guess another of the past one for all users ability is that's gonna help them. Like maybe some regeneration, so Midoriya could overcome the issues with his arms.
Yeah, word. I mean, but I think he's slowly overcoming himself because like he's what like 50% up to this point. But maybe after the battle, once he recovers, like he'll be able to tap into like more of a percentage of it. And like, yo, you know what I realized about My Hero? Yo, UA is doing the same thing that Hidden Leaf Village does. They train these kids and send them up to like dangerous battlefield where they like either end up being like maimed or like dead or like losing body parts. Like yo, they still don't like they started at the beginning of like their second year in school, and they fighting people that children should not be fighting.
Let's try to show you that the world is a cold, harsh place.
Children are the future.
No, they not. They ain't got no future. They be getting killed in battle.
Only anime and manga where kids with 3 years of experience like can out can overpower adults that've been doing this for their whole lives.
I mean, unless you're a child soldier with guns.
True. Well, technically, they are child soldiers.
Yeah. I'm talking about real life, though.
Oh yeah. But anywho, the Midori is like had this little sensation come over him. He's like sensing everything that's about to happen.
You got spidey senses.
Yeah.
And
And it low key looks like some electricity kind of thing, so maybe he'll have like Kaminari help him with that in the future. Help him control the electrical impulses in his brain so it don't like make him feel overwhelmed like how he was feeling.
Yeah, because he's saying he think that was the quirk of one of the previous users.
Yeah.
But he's saying like that shit make his head hurt and shit like that. So they cut from that to Mr. Compress running about or whatever,
Yeah,
trying to get away. Is he missing a leg too? I was like, I can't see one of his legs.
No, his leg is there. It was just like in motion, so it looked like it was like swinging backwards.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck is his leg at?
I mean, he's still missing the ass cheek.
Yeah, you see him bleeding from his ass like he's running in a panel.
Got super hemorrhoids.
You just see blood squirting from behind him with his ass cheek.
Right?
You got Mirio trying to chase after him. And Nomu are there.
Yeah, then Compress is just like buying time, hoping that Shigaraki will wake up or something like that.
Yeah, because he has a spinner and
Dabi.
Shigaraki and a fucking one of his orb shits protecting them. And he compressed Dabi and put Dabi in Spinner's scarf or whatever, like in the fold of the scarf, so they could escape. It's like you said, he's just buying time so that hopefully Shigaraki could wake up to give command to the normal and shit like that.
But what's the name? But All for One took control of Shigaraki's body instead.
Yeah.
And apparently sent like a radio wave out to all the Nomus. Now I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If they had All for One locked up in that jail, what All for One is this? Or was All for One that, or was he pretending to be All for One, like with the remnants of the power that he had?
Yeah, I think he is. That is him. I think he somehow got like some type of, I don't know, some kind of quirk where he or some type of like telekinesis or telepathic link to Shigaraki. Being that those was basically his powers or whatever, he just transferred his power over to him.
Cause I'm still curious about that.
Because that definitely is him. I think they were saying he just got some kind of link to Shigaraki.
Yeah, that's an awful one. Of just like he's talking through Shigaraki, but he's saying like, yeah, you found yourself some like decent allies. Remember, remember this hatred in your heart, cause it's gonna make us our relationship stronger. And then it seems like they are about to retreat, and the Spinner's asking him like, what about Compress and Makia and Toga? And then All for One cut him off and was like, Shigaraki lost to One for All and Endeavor, so it's time to get out of here.
Yeah,
And it's only right that he pays for this loss, all for my sake. So pretty much, they all just casualties because Shigaraki fucked up. And then right before they try to escape, Midoriya to the rescue again, even though like all his bodily functions don't work. All he can do is like talk and use his black whip from his mouth. And then All for One just like smacks that nigga away with no problem.
this nigga sound like a dominatrix.
For real. But then here come Midoriya, Captain Save a nigga. He's like, even though I can't, he said how he can't forgive like Shigaraki for killing and hurting so many of them. But deep down, he feels like he wanted to be saved after seeing what he saw in like that little world that when they linked. So I don't know. How you think this gonna go? And more importantly, like the short term like ramifications of this because everybody's fucked up bad. Cause you see right, like Endeavor's like barely got a
Yeah,
face.
yeah.
Bakugo's like look out of it. Like the whole city's destroyed. And that whole revelation with Endeavor and Dobby, that's gonna cause some shit.
Or
I don't
they
know.
might have looking when Dory tried flying in, but Shigaraki under the influence of All for One like pushes him back
Mhm.
or some shit. Or was that Shigaraki?
No, that's all for
Because
one.
because in one of the panels it says Shigaraki. Where like oh was that Midoriya screaming? That was Midoriya screaming, right?
Yeah, that's Midoriya's screaming.
Yeah, basically he was saying how like when he saw him getting taken over by All for One and that like mental state shit in that black realm that he was like even though you hurt countless of people, you kill people, did unforgivable things. In that moment, you look like you needed to be saved or some shit like that.
Mhm.
So, like you said, Midoriya, or they're already foreshadowing him his future exploits as Captain Sabernet.
Mhm. That's his real hero name.
And that's how the chapter ends.
Yep. And like all the chapters don't break until next that first week in January. No chapter next week. But wait, am I getting my
Ain't One
days?
Piece coming out though?
No, I think everything's coming out on the third. But speaking of, since you brought up One Piece, we can get into that now too.
One Piece.
We one more chapter away from 1,000 chapters, guys.
Or
It almost has as many chapters as Cage Close. Cage Close
and
got like 1,500 chapters or
and
something like that.
Hajime no Ippo. Thought
Right.
that shit got over 1,000 chapters.
Yeah, dude.
I never read that shit. Never watched it. No.
I heard it was fire though. But I don't. But you know how I feel about like sports and anime and stuff.
Yeah, me too. Used to feel that way about cooking too, but
Hmm. But you seen the light.
mhm.
Hmm.
I smelled the aromas of pot.
Hmm. Like, does watching the cook food make you remember repressed memories you've had as a child? Like you do them.
I like kaneki.
Everything about Kaneki was just sad.
Yeah,
Like, like the show only started because he wanted a girlfriend.
the most normal shit ever.
Right. But at least he wasn't one of the main characters where he was scared. Like he actually like was like, hey, I want to talk to you. Like, hey, let's go out to eat type shit. He wasn't on the oh I'm scared, and then she picked on him, and then she lured him out because that would have been kind of different. Like yeah, she tricked this weak ass nigga into like trying to eat him. He deserved it.
He one of the last few niggas in Japan that actually
To-
in the action with the opposite sex.
Word.
That's why they try to get rid of him.
Mhm.
Cause they was like, he's gonna continue to
Like how dare you want a real
populate
girlfriend?
and have kids and populate the earth with human beings. We got to get rid of them
Like
if we want to all.
you should want fake 3D eyes like the rest of us.
Well, no, you can't have an old school society because then there'll be nobody to eat. They will start to eating each other
No, everyone gonna have like bubble guts because they gotta drink coffee every day.
and got to eat you got to eat like cows and shit.
Mm.
They be eating deer right in the forest. Oh yeah, because they could eat food like they
Yeah,
can
they
only
can't eat
eat
food.
humans, right?
Everything's tastes like like very disgusting to them. You remember the first episode? Was it the first episode? Yeah, he tried to eat a cheeseburger. And he almost threw it right back up.
You know, threw up. Yeah,
Also, I'm like, damn, yo, I would hate for that shit to happen.
which it don't make sense because if everything tastes like chicken, then human flesh probably tastes like chicken.
Hmm.
So y'all should be able to eat fucking food. It should be that much difference of eating different animal meats other than
Cause that
people.
shit reminded me of that tick that that if it bites you, it makes you allergic to red meat.
No, I never heard of that shit.
Yeah, it's some tick. Even when it bites you, you can't eat red meat no more.
That's why I don't be wanting to go running outside, so. Because it's definitely did. Like I said, I was 30 feet, probably even less away from a deer. I was walking to the store and there's a whole bunch of trees around this long, windy road, the main road that I live off. And then the highway is on it right on the other side, the exit. But there's a whole bunch of trees all along the exit. And I fucking look up, it's a deer looking right at me.
So yo, what up, bro?
Yeah, that's what he's looking at. I was scared he's gonna be one of those deers that Joe Rogan is afraid of. That they saying that.
Those zombie deer things.
Mm-hmm. That they saying that they scared that like the prion shit, some type of protein that's like in your brain or some shit like that. That it might mutate to be able to affect humans one day. And they be fucking running. And like I seen a video like one of the deers just kept running into a gate, even though it was an open fence like right next to it. It was just like nothing but open space,
Yeah.
and the deer just kept ramming his head to the gate. They was like, yeah, this shit is like losing his mind.
Oh man. Wait, what the hell? So how
Nigga,
One Piece start?
I forgot. I followed that Ye chick, nigga.
Who?
Ye, the one that was on the thing for Bria Miles on Joe Budden podcast. Chick from Jersey. When they was talking, he was like, "Yo, it's an artist that you got that I like
Oh yeah.
from Jersey." Yeah. She look alright.
Where her shit was alright.
Yeah, she's something decent.
Alright, that's what's up. um,
I did One Piece. I don't even remember how One Piece started because that was the
okay,
first thing I read. I think I read it on like Friday.
okay, here we go. Yeah, it starts with a flashback of Yamato and Ace fighting.
Yes, come on. Yes.
Yeah, that was the only annoying part I've been reading for. He kept saying Ace's name.
Mhm. Yeah,
But
he said tell him chill because only bitches yell his name like that.
mm, yeah, no, he's like Luffy. He's like gargling mouthwash.
Like white bitch.
No, Whitebeard laugh sound like a old tractor.
This sound like a lawnmower once you start it up.
hmm But yeah. So the chapter starts. Ace and Yamato fighting, and Ace apparently came there to take Kaido's head.
Which he would have got his head knocked off years
Right.
before he got a hole put in his chest.
Right. He would got a sneak preview. And apparently during this happened like prior to Luffy's like journey starting anyway.
Yeah.
So then Yamato's telling him how like her father and his men are on the expedition and there's no one here for him to fight, and that he caused enough damage so he can just like leave, and even though she doesn't have no obligation to protect the island and all that, because she shocked them all saying how she was his daughter, but then Ace is all like, "There's no way you're this strong and you're not even a captain." He wanted to sell to fight with her, and then she was like, she'll be his opponent. Then I did like a little like exchange of like attacks and all that.
Because
And
real shinobis can read each
real.
other's thoughts through their fists. Whatever happened to
Oh no, because Sasuke hit him pretty hard.
that? Can you read what I'm thinking? What were you just saying? That's why you had no family. That's why you had no family.
Right.
That was the only thing on his mom.
hmm Nah, Sasuke talking his shit. Remember, he was like, "Yeah, that's why, like, you have that shadow clone juice because you're so lonely. You needed someone to like." I'm like, yo, that's a low blow, yo. I even never thought about it like that.
Right, that shit is fucked up.
Like, you use clone to replace your loneliness and not having no one with you. Dang, fucking Sasuke is more like Dr. Phil, yo. Well, I think that you have shadow.
Yo, Dodgers, you just made me realize Dr. Phil sound like Hank Hill.
He does. Oh man. Well, I think you had the shadow clones because you're
You
lonely.
didn't have, and you didn't have any propane or propane accessories.
Now, what I suggest, you buy some propane, you call it daddy and mommy,
I did
and
like
then
what?
you come back on the show. We see how you doing with your progress.
When fuck it what's that? It's that white girl that meet me outside, catch me outside, chick.
Bad Bobby.
Bad Bobby, yeah. When she started getting crazy with her mother, whoa! Dr. Phil. But that is enough, young lady. If you don't do Hank Hill / Dr. Phil good enough, you start turning into Goofy from Disney.
Oh man. Alright, So what happened? Yeah, so fuck, where am I at? So Ace was yelling at her, talking about you don't have to choose your father, and if you hate him so much, then besides the cuff, why did you let him chain your heart up too? And then she's all like, I want to leave. I want to go out to sea and go on an adventure. I want to live as free as Odin did. And then he stops and like he just starts like smiling, and then he like blasts the dragon statue that was behind her.
And then magically 7 Dragon Balls popped out with the broken dragon.
Right. And then Shenron says, "Fuck this! I'm going to another show."
He's like, what about my wish? Fuck your wish. And just scattered.
I'm not even the dragon. No, he just flies away.
Hint, hint.
Oh man. So Ace and Yamato doing that whole little pirate drink sake together to commemorate our friendship shit. And she's saying how she heard about all these people that are making a name for themselves. And Ace is like, yeah, this guy named Kevin something. Was he talking about Cavendish?
Cavendish, yeah.
And then Yamato's like, yeah, she heard about Kid from the south, Law in the north, Beji in the west. And then Law was like, nah, fuck all them niggas. My brother from the east, he gonna come out in a few years. He's stronger than all of them. Which in retrospect he wasn't, but that's neither here nor there. And then Paul, he's like, Luffy's gonna be massive, trust me. But you can take that in a literal sense, and it's kind of true considering his devil fruit abilities. And then it comes back to the present. And then Yamato finally said to Momonosuke how she's Kaido's daughter. What's the Kunoichi's name again?
Shinobu?
Yeah, Shinobu. Yeah, so both of them were rolled away. I was like, yo, what? Doesn't make any sense. And so now, pretty much at this part in the chapter, like putting two together with like the past and the current time and all that. So everyone knows what's going on. So Nami's telling Otama how like Luffy is Luffy is Ace's brother, and she had no idea, and that just shocked the hell out of her because she felt she was like mad, like rude to him. And then Nami was like, "Nah, you good because you know how Luffy get. If Luffy feel like you just disrespected him, he gonna speak up no matter who you are." Like I knew Luffy was with the shits when he punched Vivi in the face in the desert. His hands are ready to eat for everybody.
I think they're ready to eat. I say he thought. Ready to eat for ready to eat.
There was that too. No, his right hand is ready to eat for everybody. His left hand is ready to M for meat. Pause. Remember he pulled out that big ass fucking like Fred Flintstone like meat on the bone when he was fighting Rob Lucci. But anyway, so then the chapter cuts to everybody running, and then Marco helps Zoro fly to the top of the castle and whatnot. And then Marco has another flashback of how pretty much what's the name, Ito with the gun for Whitebeard's crew?
I forgot.
Yeah, well, him and Marco, they pretty much said to Ace, if Whitebeard ever gives you the chance to go after Kaido, we'll join you. And then Whitebeard, like, pretty much, like, he snuffed Ace for thinking that he can stand up to Kaido, even though Kaido was the one who killed Odin. And then Blackbeard's like, yeah, you probably doing it because you want like to take down the big shot. But nah, he just made a promise to what you call it? He made a promise to Yamato saying that he would come back and take down Kaido. So that's why Marco and Homeboy was like, yeah, we'll help you if you ever go again. But I think Marco having that flashback was him um coming through on his promise, but by helping like Luffy and his crew. So Luffy Ace's brother and all that. And then what's the name? Queen and King is trying to attack Marco, and they're like, "Yo, all we gotta do is make sure like Momonosuke is dead, and like the battle is over." And so then it cut to, Otama's like, "Wait, Luffy's Ace's brother?" Like, mad surprised she's doing like the anime long face with the shot. And then Momonosuke is like, "So Ace is Roger's son and Luffy's brother?" And he got the same face. You ever notice that Yamato and Nami look the same?
They do. I didn't think about it, but that as soon as you said that,
because it's chat. I'm like, yo, is that Nami? Is that Yamato? I'm not sure.
She's just a giant Nami
with horns.
Well, some would say Nami already has horns.
Yeah. What happens? And Yamato, she's all like, yeah, it can't be a coincidence that you met Luffy. Like she only can consider like an act of fate, especially since like Luffy has the middle initial D in his name. So I'm assuming maybe next chapter we'll get some kind of revelation about the D. Pause. And then it cuts to Kaido and Big Mom talking, and Big Mom was like, "Oh dang, Straw Hat's not here yet." So she told Kaido to pretty much kill everybody who he wants, but she needs Nico Robin alive because she needs her to read the poneglyphs. And then that's when Kaido's like, "Yo, can't your daughter read it?" But she said something interesting about putting her true eye didn't awaken yet. And that kind of goes back to when Lola disappeared and Big Mom was like, if it wasn't for Lola, then she would have had a way to be Pirate King by now. So I guess maybe she's trying to like breed her children to be able to read poneglyphs or something like that.
So people from the 3-Eye Clan can read poneglyphs somehow.
Because their third eye is open and they know what they woke. They can
see the truth. Your third eye.
Yeah, the pineal gland.
You calcify your pineal gland.
And what did they say? Big Mom asked Kaido where he's gonna put the castle down there, and she's like, there's a castle in the flower capital that's similar for the Kozuki. The poneglyph might be there. And then Kaido's like, it's too early to be showing your hand because she wants the One Piece as well. But then Big Mom says something really interesting. Also very funny. Apparently that the day the Rocks Pirates fell, like they got disbanded and all that, she gave Kaido the legendary model of the fish fruit. So all this time we thought Kaido was a fucking dragon. He's not a dragon.
Well, I guess technically he still is a dragon.
Kaido is an eel with a mustache.
They were saying the legend is, and when I heard somebody explaining the legend, I'm like, oh, because they were saying it's been hit in the thing all along. But I kept hearing people tell the story. I was like, but the biggest hint is when they got to Wano, and it would tell the story, but they wouldn't bring up the fact that okay, the legend is that it took 100 years. So these koi fish,
okay,
these carp would swim upstream, but then there was like a waterfall, and they all would try to go up the waterfall, but they couldn't.
Oh, and that's the significance behind the entry to Wano, because you have to go up the waterfall.
Yeah, because of the waterfall. And how do you get up there? It's those big ass koi fish, those carps, that's jumping up the waterfall.
Oh,
and the one that finally made it up to it, when he got up to the waterfall on the other side or whatever the ship was flowing upstream. They had to the gods bestowed on him or the carp the power to transform into a dragon.
Okay, all right, that makes more sense now. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. They got the little mythology behind it. I can accept that now. Like, 'cause before I was mad because I'm like, yo, how's he a fish? But now that you explain the background behind and the significance behind like the waterfall and all that, it makes more sense now. Especially since he's like the so-called ruler of Wano anyway, he like floats above the skies, like he's like it's his domain and all that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. But then apparently, well, the chapter ends off by apparently like Kaido and Big Mom like planning to like get the One Piece together, but I still think one of them gonna betray the other. Cause you know what they say, you can't trust those damn pirates.
You can't trust those damn pirates. You know what your pirate ship needs? Propane and propane. That's what the
I mean, you're right. Dr. Phil might be Hank Hill because Phil rhymes with Hill. And you can't spell Phil without Hill.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the Willa P. That's another One Piece theory.
That's who Odo talked about when he said a legendary figure that's from the One Piece world is hiding in the shadows is going to be revealed.
Yeah, Luffy got to fight Dr. Phil and claim the One Piece for himself.
But you don't know your mother, and Luffy gonna get knocked out. Like,
He gonna have some flashback. He gonna remember her. he gonna psychologically torture all the Straw Hats with their trauma. Like, Zoro, your friend fell down the stairs. That's the wackest backstory death I ever seen, yo. But he gonna be like, so you're a liar. Like, Nami, your family doesn't love you, you're a thief. Robin, your family's dead, so I see why you're fucked up. And Frankie, you're a transformer.
you're not even human anymore.
Chopper, you like you're from Whoville. And Brooke, you belong in the science classroom.
Did you say that about Nami?
Yeah. Huh?
Nami, you're just a
whore.
You started out as a
gold-digging whore.
a low budget cat woman. And Sanji, well, you're just flat out retarded, and your family didn't even want you.
You're more garbage than the leftovers from your food that you don't cook with.
Yeah. Coma. And Jimbei, you look like Martin Lawrence in Big Mama's house.
I should throw some fish fry on you, and Old Bay, and throw you in some oil.
And my Cajun gumbo.
Yo, how the fuck we get this Dr. Phil? Oh shit. Alright,
don't let nobody tell you how to live.
Oh,
yeah, it was one episode where he could tell he was ready to say bitches. He was like, "It's true that you call your mother a bitch," and he kept saying it that she's a bitch. I was like, Dr. Phil just want to call somebody a bitch indirectly.
On TV, right?
Or a bitch.
Oh shit.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. You know the song.
You know, it's not like. I don't think he's like a real doctor or something like that.
It was something like I don't know if he had got like license taken away or something. Like he can't like in Texas or wherever he's from, he can't. I don't know. I
Practice.
forgot.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was some shit.
but anywho, time for Dragon Ball Super, the meat and potatoes of this episode. So
Do Super first.
yeah, we're gonna do Super first
Yeah, let's do Super first.
because this is relatively like straightforward and peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, in the beginning of the chapter, I'm like, oh, this nigga Moro not dead. Because you see how they charged Goku saying you're the best and how you won? Remember how they did the same thing when they thought he'd be a Frieza on them?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now Krillin, don't touch me, you're gonna get blown up again.
Yeah, he was the first nigga to hug Goku too. You saw that?
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit. He just started floating. Right before he's gave an embrace for the hug, he just started floating.
Yeah.
He just hit Goku.
No, Krillin go, well, this seems eerily familiar.
Mm-hmm.
And then then it shows Chris Sabat and Chris Sabat 2, Piccolo and Vegeta just like glancing down.
and Chris Sabat 3, nigga.
Who's 3?
Can't forget about the god Yamcha.
Wait, Yamcha the Chris Sabat 2?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Hey, dang, Chris Sabat took his own bitch.
Exactly.
So it's not cheating.
I guess not.
It's not. So yeah, everyone's like congratulating them because they beat Moro. But then Vegeta's like, do you want to tell us where that last bit of power came from? And then Goku's an asshole, yo. He could just give him a straight answer. Cause he knows what it was from.
Yeah, he does know. I don't know why he acting like he.
Yeah. And he goes, I'm not too sure myself. But I guess there's someone else still amazing here on Earth. Because remember, like, a few chapters ago, they told him about Oob.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vegeta's like, yeah, I want to hear that. Surely you know who they are. And then he's like, yo, tell me now. And then Goku's all like, yeah, we'll find out eventually. But then, speaking of Oob, it cuts to the Grand Lord of Lords, whatever they call him.
Mm-hmm. The Dai Kaioshin.
Yeah, the Daikai Ocean. And then Uber's like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Who are you? And he's just like, oh, I guess you could say I'm like your kin. And the Uber's like, how's that? I don't think so, cool. You don't look like me at all. And then he just disappears. And then Uber's all like, yo, did that even just happen? It feels like it's just a dream. Since he like disappeared mad abruptly. So then, which is weird. So now one day, yo, can the Ken and Dai Kaioshin like take over Boo's body whenever he feels like it?
I don't know. At first, it kind of made it seem like Boo gave him permission to, but now Boo seems like he don't remember. He don't retain any memories though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But yeah. Then what happened? Yeah, because he didn't remember nothing. He's like, yo, I've been here the whole time. What are you talking about? So
yeah. He was like, I was just in the back sleeping.
So that's interesting. So then Bulma throws everybody a party at her house.
Nah, Hercule.
Yeah, Hercule threw everybody a party at his house. The benefit of having a rich in-law.
They got two rich people. They got Bulma and Hercule.
That's a fact.
You should never go broke. Need money.
Yeah, like I don't know why the fuck Goku got a job in the beginning of Super.
I think Goku because he didn't want to take money from Bulma or Chidi didn't want to.
No, because remember they gave him like, didn't they give him like 100 million zenny for beating Boo at the beginning?
Yeah, they gave him money. Yeah, he had got mad money. Almost.
Yeah, Goku's like, I don't want this, but they took it anyway. And Chi had this man working the desert plowing potatoes or whatever he was doing.
Cabbage and shit.
Yeah. Goku turned to the cabbage nigga from Avatar.
That shit always getting destroyed by him.
He's too old to transform, so you gotta take his L's now.
He was a real fire lord.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he got tired of Aang destroying all his fucking hard grown fucking cabbage, man.
Yeah, he's the one.
Nigga, like,
He's the one who recommended the hitman with the outer's head, the guy
oh yeah, the nigga
Sparky Boom Man.
Yeah, I forgot that was his name. That Aang called him.
Yeah, he's the one who recommended him. They did.
So who hired him? Zuko?
Yeah. You can remember he confessed. He's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry I sent the assassin after you." And they go, "You did that?" He's like, "No, wait." But in reality, it was a cabbage nigga to get revenge. He recommended him to Zuko. Like, yo, I know a guy.
He just dropped his car in front of Zuko. That said assassin on one side.
Yeah. But yeah, back to the chapter. Goku taking Asuka, Dende's cousin, whatever, back to the Namek.
Dende's cousin. I was about to say, did they say that was Dende's family?
I get, yeah.
Well, they all family, ain't they?
Yeah.
Didn't Guru give birth to everybody?
I guess.
Yeah, I think they. Well, I don't know if that was like a bad dub translation.
You see, the all the Namekians like males, so. I remember they hatch from eggs. But yeah, they used the Namekian Dragon Ball to like bring back everybody who was killed by Moro and stuff.
It says in the Hebrew dub, Guru was stated to be a female Namekian, probably because of him giving birth to nearly all the Namekians currently alive. Yeah, he did.
You said in the Hebrew dub?
Yeah.
I just peeped.
That nigga is a Guru. They're my elder, grand elder Guru. Yeah, every time they leave it, they say Nachaim. Oh, whatever that was. Anyway, the Shaman Simran, they gotta say,
they gotta read the Torah.
They gotta say one of King David's tales. Gotta read one of his no, King Solomon's like hymns or some shit like that. Did the Shinron pop up with the Hasidic Jew curls on the side?
He got the scarf on.
He got the hat.
Oh, so
nigga talking like a vampire. Like
what do you want from me? What do you want? Hurry up! He got hairy arms and like a big ass gold Rolex on.
Did Governor Cuomo come shut him down because there's too many of them gathered in one spot? On that note, guys, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. I gotta hold on.
Woo.
On the podcast. Otherwise, we will face low.
Nah, we gonna keep it in here.
Hunger.
Yeah.
And his dad will make it like a.
Anyway, what was that? Hercule throwing a party.
Yeah, and then Goku and Vegeta and Boo and Draco got brought to the Galactic Patrol HQ to get rewarded.
Hey, about that, how they leave my nigga out that was with Vegeta on Planet Yardra?
Right.
He ain't get no medal.
Right?
I was sitting there like, did they forget about my son? Because they showed them in
They
the
showed it
chapter
after they won.
yeah, and then they was going to all, and then he was like, good. They was like, good job, Goku and Vegeta. Yeah, and I'm like, how my nigga don't? I'm like, yo,
Like
how my nigga?
he's the one who brought him there.
Yeah. Look, I was upset. I feel like a nigga got snubbed for the Oscars or some shit.
Yeah. He gonna pull up there like Denzel and Train. Like, you can do this to me?
With his space pistol and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also, Toyotaro in the interview, not to get off subject real quick, but no, it's not off subject. They asked him like who was his favorite, one of his new favorite characters in there, and he was like, "Oh, it has to be Mirrors," but he was like, "I like a lot, a bunch of them a lot though, including like some of the nameless Galactic Patrolmen and whatnot." And I'm like, this nigga wasn't even nameless. He got Galactic Patrolmen. I was like, how you leave this nigga out during the ceremony?
Right.
But anyway, anywho.
So the Galactic Patrol King was like, Goku, I thank you for slaying Moro. And he puts his tentacle out to give Goku a handshake, but then Goku grabs another tentacle and he's like, you're grabbing my junk on purpose, aren't you? I'm just like, Goku sus.
Yeah, Goku mad sus.
Yeah. Cause that was the second time he did it. Remember he did it the first time when they first got there?
And then he did, well, the first time he did it was when they was
For the Fight Universe 6.
Universe 6 tournament, yeah. That nigga sus too, because he started blushing. He covered his mouth with his like one of those other tentacles, like, oh my.
Oh my god, such strong hands.
And then they showed like Goku grabbed it from like the middle, so like, yeah, that is. You gotta be thinking though, where is octopus penises at? how they
Well, this is not the biology podcast. We'll find out later.
Ningen bio.
Nigga, the bio boys. Yeah, so Goku, Vegeta, Majin Buu, and then Jaco got some long ass name. Nigga, his last name's how you catching the Holy Ghost.
Nigga speaking in tongues.
Jacob.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. And then Mirror's got a long ass name too.
You what?
His name is Mirror's Ikanichi wa Bonshishi. Some shit.
Did you just release your Bankai?
Oh shit, my power's activated, Nick. You know, these glasses just appeared on my head. I can see everything.
That's your power. You can just pronounce any long long words. You know how to spell them and read them and shit like that. Oh, you about to take over the spelling bee market from the Indians.
Yo, you see the shit I put in the group chat earlier?
Which one? The SpongeBob one?
No, the Boondocks one was like cause you know
Floyd Mayweather.
it was like Floyd Mayweather trying to like activate his powers. And just a clip of the Boondocks when they tied down Tom to the bed and Ruckus like, read nigga, read, and he starts screaming. But yeah, so they see Mirrors and they're like, yo, I thought you got erased.
Oh yeah, they was like one more person
Mm-hmm.
for the medal. Then you see like the crowd shuffling and somebody coming from behind the crowd. Moved out. It was like Agent Mirrors. Everybody's like, what?
And
Yeah.
then Goku goes, I thought you was eradicated or erased. How are you still here? And then Mirrors gives him the deets saying how he was resurrected as a mortal. And then they go what? They say a few days prior to that,
Yeah.
a little flashback, a couple of days for when Beerus and Whis got summoned to the Grand Priest's palace. And, and Beerus was with this shit. He threw this shit right on.
He passed the buck. He was like, "Yo, I ain't do nothing."
Yeah, he was like, I'm assuming why y'all know why y'all. Yeah, he was like, yeah, but he was like, it was all weak. And then he was mad at we. He was like, it's Goku for he the fucking moron I got us in this situation. And then whatchamacallit, I guess the Grand Priest pretty much told him that they had to he personally got rid of Mirror, but shortly after resurrecting him as a mortal with a lifespan,
He had no more angel powers and all that.
more ancient powers, and it was at the behest and request of
The Supreme
Shin,
Kai.
the only Supreme Kai. Well, he's not even the one that owns Supreme Kai. And he pops up, and the Bears goes, "When did you?" And niggas was like, "I was watching somebody." Was fucking retarded. It was like he just popped up. He was like, yeah, "What you mean? When did you get it?" Unless he was talking about prior to. Well,
Yeah.
but he should
Like,
have said, "When
like
did you?"
he had like a mental link to the Grand Priest, and that was his cue to teleport.
Yeah, word. So he asked him so they basically Supreme Kai offered up his own life in order to have Mirror's
Return.
rule breaking fucking forgiven or whatever for intervening in mortal affairs or whatever. And then Barris got mad because he was like,
Yeah.
that
He like, how dare you put our lives on the line?
because they like Kami and Piccolo, they both linked. So
Two sides of the same being.
if one dies, the other one dies too. So what's we call it? Yeah, basically the Grand
Grand Priest
Priest.
punished them by making them like be Grand Zeno's like playthings.
Yeah, and they had they was like animals. Well, I mean, Barris is technically, but him and the Supreme Kai had both Zenos on their back, racing each other to see who who
Like
could
they
run
horses.
back fastest. Word.
Well, Beerus got an advantage. He like a cat.
Word. Supreme Kai is like a humanoid type.
Yeah.
Some nigga that work. I mean, Barris don't walk on all fours either, but still, Barris is still a cat at the end of the day. So yeah, and they showed he was like, oh, the Grand Priest was like, yeah, I've been meaning to give the Zeno-sama's attendants a break anyway.
He
So
could
they
have had
showed
it before. The niggas like in the hot tub just chilling.
I'm chilling, yeah. the two niggas that's always around the Zeno that don't talk. They look like
Yeah.
robots or some shit. I thought that
Yeah.
they were robots.
I thought so too, but apparently not.
Guess they alive though.
They all just look like Boom Howard with no hair. What you call it? Yeah. So then Beerus is like, "Yo, this is Goku's fault. I'm gonna get back at him." And he goes, "Whis, what's Goku and them doing right now?" And then Whis is like, "Oh, they're partying." Beerus is like, "You gotta be kidding me."
Get the fuck out of here.
Word.
Niggas out here getting tortured.
Yeah. So then it cuts to the Draco like after the fact. I guess like days later, however long.
Somebody said months had passed,
Oh yeah,
like
months. Yeah, months.
but I didn't peep that for some reason.
Yeah, so Draco doing his cybersecurity thing. And then they started talking to the all the people
AKA,
that escaped of Moro.
AKA he was shopping for cheese online.
Mm-hmm. No, AKA he being Susio on the company computer.
Yeah, one of the agents popped up, was like, "Yo, since you ain't doing nothing, you could go with me on patrol." Well, he was saying that he was getting like some kind of like distress signal from
Yeah,
Earth.
from that crater left behind by Moro's
While
explosion.
Mora, he was like, he asked Jocko, like, did y'all check to make sure that Mora was completely gone or whatever? And then Jocko was like, yeah, I mean, hovered around above the area. I didn't see anything or whatever, but I didn't necessarily look. But he was like, all right, then you're gonna come with me. He was like, well, cyber security. He was like, it looked like you just online, looking online, surfing the web or whatever. And he's like, well, I'm about to go back on patrol. He was like, you just said you was done for the day. So they go to Earth.
Oh,
And,
but right before that though, all
yeah,
the inmates said something interesting. Cause they was like berating them for killing their friends and all that. Well, not their friends. Their well, yeah, their friends. And they was like, yo, they didn't do that. That was Moro. And then they said how even Moro killed 7-3. And then that one alien, he was like, you can't kill that's not even alive. And they said 7-3 is something that they stole. And then they filled him up with data, and that's how they turned him into like the powerhouse that he was. And they're more so mad because all that hard work they put into him was like gone.
yeah. Before they got to Earth, they actually showed they do a couple of shots of the crater, and then they go on the crater. You see some glob shit jumping, bouncing from the top of the crater, going down, and you see like half of 7-3's head,
Mm-hmm.
fucking like just sitting there.
And then
And then
as
like
well, go ahead.
I about to say, then it just got like it kept showing different panels of like his head flashing. I guess that was the distress signal he was sending out.
Yeah.
Because the glob went back, I guess, into his head or some shit like that. His eyes flashed a couple times on and off, or whatever, and then that's when it was
Yeah, then the
seeing
one
like,
dude, he was like, yo, all y'all being so losers. Like, moral low, 7-3 is going, it's over. But then they still went to go check anyway.
well, he was like, "Well, did y'all make sure that?" Because didn't the bear dude say like, did y'all make sure that
And
that,
he's like, did you make sure? And Jacob's like, there was nothing left for him. Well, so why waste the time? So then the bear goes, yeah, so you're not sure.
yeah, he kind of smirked.
Yeah.
So yeah, then Jocko and the other patrolman, that galactic patrolman, go to Earth to check the crater out. They actually go down in there. They don't see anything. Then in the next panel,
They showed these other two dudes who got there right before they did, and they got
yeah,
7-3's head.
except they they look like Mexican aliens. They got like sombreros on.
Sombrero. True.
I was like, what's Toy Child trying to say? That they crossed the border and
You're going to
stole something from Earth illegally.
Well, you can't steal something that's not yours.
That's true. That's true. So then, yeah, they I guess they bring 7-3's head back to the ship.
Yeah. So now at this point, a few months passed by,
Okay.
and like on some random ship, them same aliens with the things on their heads, they was talking about 7-3, talking about they never expected OG 7-3-I to be powered up that far, and that could like speed up their plans, whatever they got going on.
Yeah, they're talking about they can take over the universe now that
Mhm.
like that. And it's like some, I guess, the head honcho nigga look like the principal from Monsters Inc.
Yeah, he do.
Nigga that look like Dr. Phil with the suit with the spider legs. I mean, not Dr. Phil, Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince.
Now he look a mutated Dr. Gero in the face. He got the sideburn.
So yeah, fucking all of a sudden they get an alert. Well, no,
they show the other person first, right? Like in a ship.
Yeah, a random ship is like popping up, and apparently the person called out to someone named said, "This is the right ship, right? Oatmeal," which is kind of funny. So I guess this new villain and his cohorts are like oat inspired,
Grain.
grain inspired.
There's some nigga named Quinoa that
Yeah.
pop up. He gonna be a superfood, so he mad strong.
And they both gonna be named Farina, and they come from planet Cream of Wheat.
Yeah, I'm about to say yeah, cream of wheat. And your mama, Uncle Ben gonna be there too. Fucking
And then their boss's name is Quaker.
the Quakers video.
Yo, imagine they both the Quakers. Nigga.
This nigga mad strong. This nigga like an OP George Washington.
Yeah. Hit nigga with his shoe buckles.
I don't know how niggas wore that shit. I'm not sure it's probably hot.
Word. This is all leather too.
Mm-hmm.
No foot pattern, no protection.
But the big ass belt buckle around the waist.
It had mean calluses.
But yeah, so they was like, yeah, this just the right ship or whatever like that.
Yeah, so the person that's talking apparently named Granola. Back to
Which the
more
arc
grain
is named after is supposed to be what, Granola the Survivor arc or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Niggas Akon, Soul Survivor. You can give me a black with me now. In my heart now. Yeah. Soul Survivor. Fucking
Yo, suddenly
Yeah,
Granola
so-
boards the ship, and then like they all like, "Yo, we've been boarded by an intruder."
Intruder alert.
And then mad hit mad sirens, beep beep beep, and mad red lights. But then this Granola person has like some weird looking gun, like dispatches everybody like very quickly with no problem. But it's kind of like his I guess his character design is kind of badass.
Yeah, he look kind of cool. A lot of people saying he looked like. That's why I thought he looked like a Dragon Quest character.
Yeah, he kind of looked like Tapion if Tapion had more hair.
And it was like
Had-
human.
Yeah,
And they were saying Chrono Trigger too.
yes, he does.
Chrono
Yo,
Trigger.
they should remake that game.
Is that something Toyota did design?
I don't think so.
So yeah, they were saying he looked like that. Or whatever. Well, yeah, well, we got the actual colored scans of what he looked like, cause
He's like blue or something, right?
yeah, well, no, he got normal skin. He got a human skin tone with
Oh, okay.
teal kind of turquoise colored hair, like a light turquoise color, whatever like that. Because that was in the V Jump. No, what was it? Jump Festa or whatever.
Festa, yeah.
They had like a little spread about the new arc or whatever. They didn't really say too much, but they just showed him or whatever like that. He got that little eye monocle patch.
Facts.
This nigga is Galactic Slick Rick.
No, the nigga's Space Pegasus.
Uncle Granola, could you sell us a bedtime story? Yeah, here we go. Once upon a time, not long ago, after Goku defeated Moro.
Oh man.
How do years if I still this 7-3? Nah, but fucking So yeah, he just Granola dispatches the niggas with his guns real quick.
And then they unleash all the 7-3 clones, and he knows all the well, someone says to him, I guess that oatmeal person he was talking to. He said that none of them are the ones that he's looking for.
Yeah, so he was
So I
able
guess he
to.
knows the secret to like defeating him. Like you gotta destroy the crystal on his head.
Yeah, so Granola apparently, I mean, he got some type.
Yeah, he could do the spirit gun.
Yeah, he was just doing like a little spirit gun key blast, just shooting them all in the crystals on their head or whatever. And Oatmeal was talking to him while saying, "No, that's OG 72B, and that's OG 73A or some shit." And so he was just going shooting them all in the head where the crystals was at. And then he got to a room where it was more 7-3 copies, but in the
But the
little
main
tube
one was in the middle.
was in the middle of the
The
tube where
real the OG the real 7-3.
the one we know. It
Mhm.
was like, yeah, that's him right there. And then he just smirks. They do a little close up of him smiling. That's how the chapter.
Okay.
They were saying there's like a lot of this kind of like Star Wars inspired, I guess.
Mhm. Are you gonna have the force now? Outside key.
Well, that as far as like the setup, like niggas like kind of like Han Solo ish, some shit, and going to
Yeah.
different planets. They were saying, well, somebody I think beginning of one of the Star Wars movies when they was getting like medals and shit like that. They had got like some kind of like medals for doing some galactic quests. So yeah, we'll see, man. I'm looking for a lot theorizing that he's. Some people saying he an angel. I don't think he's.
Nah.
But they were saying, oh, he could be. But they were saying he probably is from one of the eradicated universes that Xenon had got rid of.
But he
Saying that's
survived somehow.
a survivor, or he could have just been a victim of. Oh well, no, that might be why they saying he's a Tuffle because he could have been one of the survivors from when the Saiyans took over
Right.
the Tuffle planet. What's him called? Renamed it Planet Vegeta. But is Planet Tuffle mentioned in Dragon Ball?
Not. I thought it was Planet Salad at first, and they renamed it Vegeta.
Yeah, but they probably took it over from when they took it from
Yeah.
Tuffles. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is that lore the same?
I don't think so. What you call it? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know how I feel about. All right. So I'm a firm believer of go. The penalty for Miras's existence being like erased should have been like Goku's life. I feel like
You should say that again.
I said the penalty for like Miras being eradicated, erased, should have been like Goku's life pretty much. Because I mean, like clearly I'm not writing it, but I don't see how anybody could beat Goku as he is now. If he can willingly go in and out of Ultra Instinct, how he was in the Moro fight, like no one can beat him.
No, they was in the tournament of power.
Hmm?
Universe 2 and Universe 6 has Tuffles.
Oh, okay.
And it says here it was native to Planet Plant. Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't see it. I don't see how anybody could be a threat if Goku's there.
That's a lot of people saying too.
Yeah, like if this happened and Goku was dead, sure, because it forces everybody else to like pick up the slack, and they could use the opportunity to go like different worlds and stuff to find a Super Dragon Ball to revive him, or something like that. Because I didn't see the logic behind not punishing Goku, because if it was Goku's fault that Miras was forced to intervene, then shouldn't Goku have a have a penalty? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of having like, I guess since Beerus and we are like the angel and god of destruction, like they're in charge kind of. But I don't know. I'll wait and see. But anyway, On the Boruto.
But
So what happened? Yeah. So last chapter, Jigen dragged Kawaki from the Leaf Village because he's about to die, and before he dies, he's trying to implant the karma on him before he like passes. So as Kawaki like got summoned, Shikamaru and the rest of them was like confused about what happened, and then Amato's like we're done for. Like it seems it should
yeah,
take
it's over.
Kawaki. And then Kawaki
And
like, oh.
he was lying a lot about it. Like, yeah, we finished.
Mm-hmm. And Kawaki's like, oh, he wants to implant another karma in me. Like, damn it. And then Naruto's like, man, Naruto told Kawaki like that's his son, yo. And the Ishiki was like, oh, that was close. I sense I only have about 5 minutes left before I die, so let me hurry up and do this now. And then as he's saying that, Kawaki is like thinking back what Amato said about if they can avoid him implanting him with karma before time runs out, then they win. And then Kawaki started talking shit, talking about how I'm jumping for joy because he gets to see him die. How does it feel only like having 5 minutes left to live?
How does it feel? Niggas start singing D'Angelo.
Now this is the part where Ichiki starts sounding real Orochimaru-ish. He's like, yeah, it's nothing fancy. It's nothing more than a slight nap. Then I'll resurrect once time permits, with your body, which is about to regain karma as my new vessel.
My body, your body's burning up.
Yeah, the Ichiki's playing no games, yo.
Play no games. Play no games.
This chapter is a medley of R&B songs.
Right. You take it easier on me.
That's what Naruto said after Jigen stomped on his stomach.
Knock Naruto out that new
Baryon
mode that was gonna wind up killing him.
His nuclear fusion chakra mode.
Right.
Yeah, well, I don't know how the fuck a chakra beast knows about fucking nuclear physics, but hey.
Because he came from the Sage of Six Paths, he knows all of them.
He came from the Sage of 6 Degrees.
Imagine Kurama got glasses on. He got one of them pointers, pointing at like a chalkboard. Like, Naruto, listen. The chemical equation for nuclear fission.
I know Kurama teaching the class, so he points all the time, like, this class, this is critical mass. When you reach critical mass, danger.
Ain't that like somebody say something and then niggas will put all fingertips together in front of him. He just put all 9 tails in front of him and be thinking like, Like, that's a fair point. But consider this. But fucking yeah. So you think that kind of saved Naruto from actually dying?
Well, his life's not burning out anymore, so he probably has about the same amount of time as Jigen, or maybe a little bit more.
I don't know, but Jigen been alive for a long time though.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but if the more Naruto hit him, the more time he got reduced, and just being in the form of Naruto's life, at what rate does it burn his life? Because Naruto said he was about to die too. He felt like.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I was like, being that Jigen's been alive for so long, or whatever, like he was already like half dead. He's one and a half dead.
Mm-hmm. But I have a theory.
Theory.
Like I said, I'll get to that when we get to that point in the chapter.
Yeah, because I just felt like it's just going. How they say, like, once the chakra hits zero, die or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I just based it to that. Like, if he was just going to chakra based on that. But now that he's out the mold, that I don't know if it necessarily is gonna.
Like he got like whatever time is left.
I don't know if it's gonna reduce his lifespan
Hmm.
because you could almost run out of chakra.
No, but it just wasn't burning his chakra though. It was burning his actual life energy.
So what's the difference between that and running out of chakra and still?
Well, I mean, if you run out of chakra, you still live, but he's burning his life energy. What he's doing is
I,
like
I thought the thing was the concept was if you want your chakra go to zero, that's it.
in this barring, like it seems like it has like the same effect as like the 8 gates. Like once your life, once the chakra use like burns out, then you die. Because like because like besides this, like there's been plenty of time where they fought and they ran out of chakra, but they never died. But in this special case, because he did like something special with the nine tails chakra, and combined it with his own, whatever reaction happened was burning away at his life. So I don't know, but yeah, back to the chapter. Jigen start fucking choking Kawaki, but then Sasuke uses his Rinnegan ability to like switch places, and then Sasuke rolled like a smoke bomb over Kawaki, told him to like throw it. And like the smoke formed in front of Kawaki, and Jigen is like, first he snuffs Sasuke, and Sasuke goes down to the ground, and then Jigen's like, it doesn't matter, a smokescreen can't like trick the Byakugan, but the smokescreen has like special property that like blocks the vision, so like that doesn't even help right now. So then Jigen like floats to the sky trying to find him, but he can't. And I don't understand why Jigen didn't just do an attack to like blast all like the smoke away. Cause he could have did that too. But I guess since time's running out, he's like rushing. I guess so he's not really thinking straight. But then at the very like as he's floating in the air, like he's yelling at Kawaki like mad loud. And he's essentially doing this. Remember when in Dragon Ball Z, when Gohan like got his power boost from Guru, and he had a Dragon Ball, he's flying away, and he sends Vegeta, and then when Vegeta got close, he hid.
Yeah.
This is that same scene.
So I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Can remember Vegeta's like, if you don't come out, I'm gonna blow this whole area to pieces, and then that's when he came out.
No, I know somebody else was saying it reminded of Semi-Perfect Cell when he was screaming for Android 18 to come out.
18.
Or he was gonna blow up all the islands.
Yeah.
Which they took and made the legendary Meow Mix video.
The legendary what?
The Meow Mix, the song. You ever seen that video? Perfect Cell, Semi-Perfect Cell. The 18 come out. And he starts screaming. And there's like meow meow meow.
Nah.
That was But yeah, you're right. It's pretty bad. Yeah, it's the same.
Yeah, this nigga Jigen, he's like, all right, Kawaki, if you insist, we two can play this game. He like dashes down and like kicks Naruto in the stomach again, but then Kawaki's arm falls off because it's linked to Naruto's chakra. And he pretty much says like, yo, if you don't come out in 20 seconds, I'm gonna rip out his chest and kill him. But then Sasuke's like, couldn't Sasuke just switch with him too?
Shit, unless he don't got no chakra left.
Yeah. But then fucking Ishiki yelling at fucking Kawaki triggered a PTSD memory about how Jigen used to beat him from running away. And then as the countdown was getting down, like Kawaki's thinking about like how Naruto's been so nice to him and how he wants to repay that debt pretty much. So then Kawaki reveals himself and he's like holding like the arm.
Sasuke goes, that idiot.
Yeah. And then Naruto's like, Kawaki, my son.
Please don't.
Yeah, Ishiki like good boy, he's a fucking dog and shit.
Yeah, pretty much is a fucking pet.
Hmm. Yeah, so then Kawaki uses like some flame jutsu that Ishiki just like burst through, and then like they're surprised because remember Kawaki said he couldn't use ninjutsu at all.
Yeah. And then Ishiki was like,
Ishiki
now.
tackled him like LT. And he's like give like a big hug, like come back to daddy.
Baby, come back. You can put it all on.
Me.
Put all the karma on me.
So then what's the name? Jigen's like berating him, talking about you think you're a ninja now? And then Kawaki's like, he took me to 7th Hokage, he took me on as a student. He said I have a knack for it. And then Jigen's like, you can't become a ninja. You won't be nothing. You exist just to be like my vessel and all that.
Sounds like an abusive parent again.
Right?
You good for nothing. You a lazy bum. You'll never amount to anything. That same speech that every rapper says, a teacher told them at a point in their young life.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they be lying most of the time.
Yeah.
Teacher never told.
And then Kawaki proved that he's Naruto's real son. He said, "A world without the Lord Seventh has no worth to me. I'd rather be dead." That's what I'm saying. I was like, "Damn, Boruto never even said no shit like that."
Word.
So then,
started liking this fall.
Yeah, he just started liking this nigga. So what happened? The nigga Ishiki started choking Kawaki, and the carbon mark is like on his body. And then Ishiki laughing because he think he's won, and now he's starting to fade away.
He was talking shit too. That yeah, I'm so close. Oh, because his hands started disintegrating, crumbling away.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I guess my life's run out. But you were so close. But I'll give you credit for pushing me this far, even though you're a lesser species. And the Kawaki is looking at him, and then like the karma starts like disappearing from his body. And the Ishiki's like shocked, like what the fuck? He's like, wait,
what's going on between Ishiki?
Even to Sasuke's surprise, Sasuke is like, what?
And then Kawaki get his smirk on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he started talking his shit back. He's like, you mind telling us how much longer you can cling to your existence in seconds? He goes, Mr. Utsuki. Yeah, the Ishiki start yelling at him like a angry father, yo. Yeah, you, what have you done?
Then another Kawaki emerges from the cliff.
Mm-hmm.
He used his shadow clone jutsu. So it's not the real Kawaki that got the karma. That's why it didn't work. Supposedly it didn't work. I'm still a little iffy about that.
You can remember how they explained how when Kakashi was training Naruto with the shadow clones, where he learned the wind manipulation? Like when the clone dissipate, that experience goes back to the main body.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking, like, wouldn't that still put the karma on Kawaki once it like disappears?
That's what I was saying too.
Or did they forget about that part?
Or just because it's not a real one that they.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so then pretty much then after that, fucking Kawaki just jumps down and like stomps on Ishiki's body. He just turns to dust. I thought that shit was fucking like funny as shit.
Nigga disintegrated like Obito.
Right? But then Naruto's like, oh, what a shot. A shadow clone? And he's like, it's a work in progress. He can only make one, barely. And then here comes Sasuke interrupting the conversation. He's like, Naruto, what was that move? What was that power? This is when Sasuke gets into Vegeta mode. He's like, what's that power you displayed? And but Sasuke is like, yeah, that energy that you put out wasn't normal. Like, are you sure there's nothing like there's no risk to using it? And then I guess as Naruto's about to explain, they just see like a close up of someone heading toward Sasuke, and then Boruto stabs Sasuke in the fucking eye.
Sasuke, ah!
Yeah,
The Boruto goes
and
under
that's
the
what
influence of Momoshiki.
Momoshiki.
But like, I didn't think y'all actually would Shiki, but this is good
Now
for
you're
me.
the only nuisance left.
Yeah, word.
But all right, so I have a few problems with this. You mean to tell me you couldn't sense this motherfucker? Because apparently Sasuke never lifts down his guard. I
How
mean,
could you? How could you always be on guard with one arm?
like, did he forget he can sense chakra with his Sharingan?
I don't
Espe-
know. Like I said, maybe he all worn up. He all beat up. So
yeah, I guess he
maybe he was
did.
doing some shit where he was because maybe Momoshiki so fast, or he do some shit where he can conceal it. He moved such a quick rate or whatever. He just surprised niggas. I don't know.
Yeah. So I don't know what you think about this shit, yo.
I don't know. Some people were saying that maybe Boruto is the one who actually the villain. But in that scene when it first opened up, he said, Kawaki said, "I'm gonna send you the same place I sent the seven." And they were saying how Boruto left eye also has a scar, same eye he stabbed Sasuke in. So I don't know what significance that is. And he had like then he have Sasuke's headband and sword too in that scene, that dream, the opening dream scene.
Yeah, he did. He also like a scar on his eye.
That's what I'm saying. They're saying he got in the same eye, the left eye that Sasuke got stabbed in. So I don't know what significance that has, but it's likely to have some kind of correlation. I don't know
Hmm.
as of yet. We just gotta wait and see. But
All right, so I had a theory about that now. So being that they defeated Ishiki, who's the only other Utsuki left? Kaguya, right?
technically, she's still alive because she's sealed up.
But that's what I'm saying. So maybe they're gonna like somehow she can get unsealed, and then they're gonna put her into like Kawaki's body or Boruto's body or something.
What does he say? There's only one left.
No, because remember, the Utsuki live on by like
Are you
putting
saying how does Kawaki still get the
a
Kawaki?
karma,
Still,
judging from that first scene.
that's why I'm saying like, does he fucking still? They thought it didn't work, but somehow it still worked when even though it put on his shadow clone.
Yeah,
I don't know. Unless there's some other new fucking Otsuki pops up.
exactly. Or somehow, Momoshiki will take over Boruto, but then put his karma into Kawaki or something like that.
And it'd be two. He got two vessels.
But yeah, somehow. But this says only one karma per Utsuki, so since Ishiki's dead, he didn't put his karma on. He's like, he should be gone. Keyword should be. I don't know how this is really gonna work.
Unless Boruto got a he got two in him for beating that other one in the
Oh,
past. Sasuke.
who? Which one?
Remember they beat that nigga when they went to the past? The one that was
Oh yeah, that one.
the fish hook?
Yeah, but maybe the Boruto has two karma. Can remember Momoshiki absorbed Kinshiki, the big dude.
Yeah.
So maybe that part of the karma, Momoshiki put his actual karma into Kawaki, but Kawaki will keep the one with Kinshiki in it. I don't know.
I don't know.
But as far as Sasuke and his eye, I feel like Naruto is gonna do that thing again that he used to fix Kakashi's eye. But this time when he does it, it's gonna become at like a cost, like the remainder of his life, and that's what he's gonna tell Sasuke the truth about that technique he used. I still don't think Naruto's like getting out of the situation like unscathed or like alive.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hopefully the next chapter this shit gets explained. Like it has like a meaningful like conclusion. I don't see this lasting like two whole chapters. Do you think so?
Sure, we gonna have to see. I don't know, cause that shit like kind of threw niggas for a loop.
Yeah, that's a fact. Anything else you want to talk about? Because there's really nothing else.
Well,
Cause I don't want to talk about Cyberpunk no more. I'm tired of talking about this fucking game.
I was about to say, well, I actually bought it.
Yeah, how's your experience been with it?
So I mean, the game looked good. I'm still in the early parts of it, of course, but I did get early on a game breaking glitch.
Mhm.
So there's a guy in the game named Jackie that you meet after like the little prologue shit where you
Yep.
get arrested, you get caught trying to steal some car or whatever, and then you wind up on the street and he just sitting outside and you talking to him or whatever, and somebody you know from the town, and he want to introduce you to some high roller nigga who used to be big, and then somehow he escaped some big shootout or whatever, and now he back on the scene. And V, the person that you play as, well, I did a chick, so she don't trust the nigga, but she was like, it's kind of sketchy that he was able to disappear for some while, some years, and then come back or whatever.
Mhm.
But you get a prosthetic or you get a new eye, or new eyes or whatever implanted by some underground nigga. He gave debt because you owe him like 21,000 because he gave you top of the line eye prosthetics or whatever like that. So when you first go in, Jackie tells you, "Yo, I'm gonna wait, catch up with Shorty that runs the store that you go into, because the dude office is you walk through the store. It's a outside area. You go downstairs, and his shop is underground or whatever. So when you come back up, he's supposed to be there waiting for you. And I got a text message of Jackie saying, "Yo, where you at? We supposed to go be meeting this dude." Go back up to the store. There's nobody there. So I'm thinking, oh, maybe I gotta repay this debt first, because there's a side mission called Paid in Full where you pay the dude back or whatever like that. So I'm doing these little side quests where you could work for the police. Like you go to like areas on the map that reports a crime or some shit. So you just pretty much kill the people there, kill the thieves and shit like that, and you get money for it. Then I realized, I first thought it said 2,100. I'm like, oh, that's 21,000 I owe this nigga. I was like, I ain't gonna never pay this nigga back. It's gonna take me 10 years. I'm like, yo, it can't be that you gotta grind to get this money to pay this nigga back before you can advance in the game. So I go online and I type in the mission or whatever, and they were saying how, yeah, like the nigga Jackie just totally disappears and you can't progress in the story any longer. So it was like the only thing you could do is hopefully go back to the last autosave.
Ah, damn.
So I just saved the game in another slot, reloaded the game, and then the nigga popped back up. So luckily I didn't lose any, but it's just like that technically that's a game breaking glitch, because you can't progress in the story any further if you just fucking walk. And one time I had left, broke up some crimes some criminals in one area came back to the location. I seen the nigga Jackie name on the map, like when I was walking back to the store. Then the shit just disappeared. So I'm like, yo, I know I'm not bugging. I know I fucking saw this nigga name real quick for a moment, and this shit just gone. So I'm like, yeah, this gotta be a glitch. That's when I looked it up.
And
And
then
they
be
were saying,
careful, cause that new glitch too, the one if you do too many side quests or loot too many things, if you make your save file over 8 MB, then it'll have an increased chance of like corrupting your save file.
yeah, this shit is
A
this
fucking mess.
is a mess. It's horrible, yo.
Like it's a cool game for what everybody and you were saying, but it's just like the bugs is just like ridiculous.
Yeah, wow.
Hopefully they patch it before they get fucking like sued and fucking like reacquired by somebody else. Because like the shareholders are planning to sue them for like breaking some clause for like that pretty much state that you know you can be like liable for like you can be sued for lying for financial gain pretty much, which is what they did. But anyway, like I said, I want to talk about that shit. Fuck Cyberpunk right now. Hope they fix it later, but for now, fuck that game. But anything else you want to talk about?
You play any
Fuck
other
yeah.
game? No.
I've been playing that Immortals Phoenix Rising game. That game is fun. And what's the name? I'm at a total of 23 games beat for the year.
Oh yeah, Jordan shit.
Right? My Jordan, yeah. For 2020. Thank God for quarantine because I had plenty of time. So my list is in no particular order. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Last of Us 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Pokemon Sword, The Outer Worlds, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, Ultimate Ninja Storm 4, Far Cry 5, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4, World War Z, Division 2, The Walking Dead Final Season, Batman Arkham Origins, Dying Light, My Hero Academia Once Justice 2, Sleeping Dogs, Control, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, My Friend Pedro, Ori and the Blind Forest, Gears 5, and Ultimate Ninja Storm 2.
Alright, my list. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The end. What else? We talked about the shit that Epic is doing, giving the game away each day.
Oh, yeah, Epic from starting back from December 17th. Epic been giving away one free game away a day. And you only have that one day to redeem that game or else like you lose access forever. So today's game, as of December 21st, is Alien Isolation. But I think the official list came out too for the list. And all the other games besides this are trash. Well, except for the game for tomorrow. They're giving away the Metro Exodus collection. Metro 2033 Redux, the collection with the first two games.
Yeah.
They're giving that away tomorrow.
You seen anything about these Amazon Echo?
What happened?
Amazon Echo frames. You heard about this shit?
What, they glasses?
Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck. Just for. Hold on, let me look it up real quick.
Amazon Echo frames. Yeah, they like the Snapchat glasses apparently. Yeah, like they're like $250. Are they prescription?
I don't know.
We heading towards Cyberpunk 2077 shit for real, yo.
Yeah, the niggas gonna be glitching.
I hope you can't take pictures with these shits though. You know, the creep nigga is gonna be on it. But that's interesting, yo.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. I did take screenshots of some shit, but I forgot.
Oh, you
Uh,
gotta go to your oh, you gotta go to get prescription lenses put in them.
let me see. I be taking screenshots of stories, but I'll be forgetting. One of them was talking about the Google Stadia version of Cyberpunk running on
Run,
Twitch.
yeah. Apparently it runs good.
Yeah, I was hearing that.
And then apparently there's an exploit on the Nintendo Switch where you can play Cyberpunk through Stadia using the Switch somehow. But why would you want to play it on the Switch? I don't know, but you know, more power to you.
Was going to quickly fix that issue. They don't like no exploits on this shit, even if it's at the benefit of the gamers and the community as a whole.
That's a fact. Yeah, I think that's it, yeah. 'Cause nothing else is happening.
Watch man, shit happen tomorrow.
Right.
And for those, yeah, we I might have a call in the day early on.
Okay, well, real quick before we get out of here, um, the free game for PlayStation Plus for PS5 and PS4. For PS4, no, for PS5 and 4, you get you get Bugsnax for PS5. You get Just Cause 4 and Rocket Arena for PS4, and that's it. And Worms Rumble for PS4 also, but all these games are trash.
Oh yeah, Buzz Lightyear is supposed to get his own sci-fi spin-off.
What?
I just see somebody's story on Facebook yesterday.
Oh,
He's supposed to be getting some kind of spin-off.
you can find Zerg for real now.
It looked like a super 3D, like a super 3D version of from the picture I saw of that. You know how Star Wars normally like. Yeah, I took shots at damn near every super. I got a whole section of just pages for the chapter.
Alright, well, that being said, we can get the fuck out of here, yo. This ain't shit else to talk about.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
As we say always in closing every week, y'all be safe out there. Remember, the Rona's still going on, even with these vaccines. Oh, you heard that they got a new mutation in Europe?
Yeah, and Britain, all that. It's like 70% more transmittable and all that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so that's you'll be locked up in the house next year too.
Word. Now they saying it should work. The vaccine should work, but that's
Yeah.
but who's getting the vaccine? How many people really getting the vaccine?
We're gonna be in fucking some fallout bunkers for like 30 years, yeah.
There's gonna be fucking Far Cry, nigga.
Right.
Oh yeah, Joseph C. He's in New Dawn.
Yeah, cause it takes place like 17 years after 5.
Cause I seen some shit where it was like, oh, kill Joseph C. and it said New Dawn. I'm like, is that a typo? Or...
You can remember I was telling you at the end of 5, like, your character trapped in the bunker with him.
Yeah.
After the nukes went off.
Yep. That's why I was like, yeah, it's probably because it's the aftermath.
Yeah, like New Dawn is pretty much like almost everybody you know from the first game is like either dead or moved on, or got their own little situations going on. Pretty much you tying up loose ends from like 5. And then you fight, and then the main bad guys like these twins that you gotta like fight and kill and all that. And that's it.
All right, y'all. Be safe out there. See y'all next week.
Or we want to take a break next week since it's like before New Year's. Ain't nothing coming out, no manga and all that, so there's gonna be
I
nothing
mean,
to
yeah,
talk
yeah,
about.
that's true. I forgot. Oh, depending on what other kind of news might be out there, games or some shit like that. We'll see.
Yeah.
But
So we
yeah,
might
we
we might be
next
back
week.
next week. We might not.
Or see you for the new year. Start the new year. But until then, either way, stay safe.
We bid
Keep
you
your head up.
adieu. Make sure you wash your hands.
Wear your
Wear your
mask.
mask. Social distance. Stay 6 feet. 7 feet if you can. And this is not a joke. This virus is real. So if you're one of them people who don't believe it, then I feel sorry for you. But anyway, we out of here. One peace, love and hair grease, all that good stuff.
All right, yep. Spread the love, y'all. Not the germs.
Right.